If you've watched a few videos from our Food Science for the Win series, you've picked up on the theme that, as Alton Brown wrote, the kitchen is a laboratory. Today's story is about a common appliance that neatly fits at the intersection of all of these categories. Irving Nachumson lived in West Rogers Park in Chicago. While working at Western Electric, he also worked on his personal projects. He remembered his mother's stories about her own childhood. Mary Nachumson was born in Vilnius, Lithuania, around 1873. The day before the Sabbath, her mother would fill a crock with beans, root vegetables, and a little meat. Mary carried it to a local bakery to cook overnight in the cooling ovens. They would enjoy the cholent the next day. Irving remembered his family recipe and created a home appliance that recreated the low and slow heat that cooks beans well without heating up a summer kitchen. He created the beanery, which eventually became the crockpot. In 1936, he applied for, and in 1940 he received, a patent for a cooking apparatus similar to existing electric roasters. Eventually, he filed over 200 patents. During World War II, many Americans changed their German-sounding names. Nachumson X'd out the middle of his name to become Naxon. He created Naxon Utilities Corporation and built a factory on 18 acres on Touhy Avenue, where now we find a Walmart and Jollibee. In the 1970s, he sold the patent to Rival. They added a removable stoneware liner for easier cleaning, created different sizes to cook entire meals, and rebranded it to become the Crock-Pot. It became an American icon. Today's recipe is a Cholent, the recipe which inspired Irving Nachumson to create his slow cooker. I was curious about them, so I read a lot of recipes. Most Cholents have beans, barley, potatoes, and a protein, such as chicken. They all cook at low heat for 12 hours, if not longer. However, from my tests, they can be enjoyed after 3 hours. They are economical. The most expensive ingredient is the meat. The other ingredients will cost about $1 or so per serving. Recipes you find will make many servings, so I reduced the quantities in half. I made several versions, again, kitchen is laboratory, and this is what I found out. My first version included white beans, white onions, pearl barley, and chicken. The results? It smelled terrific, but it didn't look good. All the ingredients were the same grayish tan color. The texture was terrible. The chicken was great, very tender, but the barley was so gloopy. I identified the problem. The pearled barley was slimy. The Whole Grains Council says pearling means removing the outer bran layer. It cooks in 10 minutes. De-hulled barley still has its bran and germ and is considered a whole grain. The label says it takes 45 minutes to cook. So I made another version of Cholent. 1 red onion diced into small pieces, 2 garlic cloves sliced, a 1/4 cup of de-hulled barley, a 1/2 cup of mixed beans, a 1/2 cup of sweet potato diced, 1/3 pound of boneless, skinless chicken diced, salt, pepper, and herbs. If you want, add in a little hot pepper a few minutes before you serve the dish. That's not traditional, but I like it. Add enough water or chicken broth to cover the cholent in the crock. Cook for 12 hours on low. Results? Much better. The flavors really came through. There was a range of colors with the tender beans and the sweet potatoes. The barley was chewy rather than goopy, and it smelled great. Back to Alton Brown's quote about the kitchen being a laboratory. We try things out. We sometimes fail. We research how to improve our techniques to do things better. We can invent something to improve a family recipe. The library has some great Jewish cookbooks in our vast cookbook collection. You'll find more information about Cholent's religious and social importance, and you can be inspired by some amazing crowd-pleasing recipes. I'm recommending Jewish Slow Cooker Recipes by Laura Frankel, a Skokie chef and author. The commentaries and recipes are well written, and the book is beautiful. If you have a favorite Cholent recipe or a yummy slow cooker recipe, email us at mycreations@skokielibrary.info. And as they say in the boombox, what will you learn today?